Travels at EBM, and today I'm making French onion soup, roasted tomato and basil soup, and garlic and herb croutons. So first we need all these vegetables, garlic, tomato, and onions for the preparation. Now the tomatoes. Cut them into wedges, and these will be roasted in a while for roasted tomato basil soup. Just cut them. The onion for the roasted tomato basil soup. Chopping the onion. The garlic, so remove the tip off and cut like this, and then here you mix the garlic like this. The roasted tomato basil soup, just put in the tomato wedges and put them in like this. So try to get the minced garlic and everything. And put in some olive oil. Not too much. Add in a little bit salt, not too much. And now it's ready to roast. Heat the oven for 215 degrees and put it into roast for about an hour. Right now it's preheating, but it'll be roasted for about an hour, and then it's ready to be cooked for the soup. To cut the onions into julienne for the French onion soup. So remove the tip and put this on the side. Dice the onion and cut them like this. And they're ready for the French onion soup. So keep cutting them. Cutting the onions, you have to make sure that you cut off the tip, and then you cut the onion in half, and then you start julienne them. And oh, I got a lot of water in there. I got a lot of tears in my eyes from the onions. Hard to cook. It's hard to cut, but I'm doing it. This is how it is while cutting onions. Is baking the tomatoes and onions for the roasted tomato basil soup, while I just cut these onions into julienne for the French onion soup. Mince the garlic for the French onion soup. So just take a garlic bowl, cut off the tip, and just dice it, and then mince it like this. And here it is. Take a pound of butter and put that in so you could cook with the onions for the French onion soup. So heat up the pan and add in the onions. So melt the butter into the pan and add in the onions, garlic, and start sauteing the onions. Onions are caramelized and glazed. They're ready for the next step. So now the next step is to add in some chicken stock. Not too much. And mix. Tomatoes are getting roasted. They look almost ready in a while. The chicken stock is mixed with the sauteed onion. Add in a bit of apple cider vinegar. About 2 teaspoons, and mix. And now the color and flavor is beginning to show. The soupy flavor, add in 1 cup of water, which will give it the soupy taste for the French onion soup, and let that simmer. Onion soup simmer for about 15 minutes, and then it'll be done and it'll be ready for its final steps. Once you've let the French onion soup simmer, just keep mixing it, and then the flavors and everything will show that it's ready for its final steps. And you can see it's turning into the brown color. The onions are caramelized, thyme is in there, salt, pepper, chicken stock, water, apple cider vinegar, everything's in there. So it's almost ready. For the roasted tomato, onion, and garlic for the roasted tomato basil soup. It is ready. And here it is, ta-da! Tomato basil soup. First add in some butter, and I'm using Instant Pot, I'm not using the regular pot for this, and make sure it melts. Melting, add in the roasted tomato, onions, and herbs. So pretty much just slide them in there. And start mixing. Now mix the butter with the roasted onions, garlic, and tomato. Rosemary and thyme, so 1 rosemary, that would be this, so just put in the leaves like this, and 1 thyme, that would be this. So just put it in and let that simmer. Add in some apple cider vinegar. Just like 1 teaspoon apple cider vinegar, and mix. So you just mix this and let that simmer. Hand blender, use this to mix in the tomato, garlic, sweet rosemary, and everything.